Good evening, people. Yes, going out to do the evening lockup, and well, yeah, that was unlocked, and I've got to say a little bit of progress in the workshop, which is jolly well appreciated. Yes, the hang on, I'll get inside here and turn the light on. The machine in question, of course, is always of late has been about the dust extractor, and I'm feeling a little bit more positive about it. To be fair, I tested with the CFMs with the anemometer. Don't think I've really got that sorted out yet, because there wasn't much difference apparently between the two machines, and there is. You can actually feel the difference. When you stick your hand over the port, you can definitely feel the difference. So how the readings can be relatively similar, I've got no idea. So I've got a little bit of work ahead of me as far as sorting that out. However, the thing that I did do today, you can actually see my top. One of the first times that's been seen for a wee while, without any clutter on it. But what I did do is I pulled everything off, the pads on either side. I took the plenum off the dust collection box and the two fences, the white pieces there, and I drilled some 4.5mm holes to stick some nails, 4-inch nails, galvanized nails in there, so that I've got a little bit more protection for stuff, bits of offcut being extracted into the system. That would not be ideal. So very, very simple. Three nails drilled down, make a little grill so that it doesn't actually interfere too much with the airflow. Not too much. And, stops anything going up there. And simple. That was a bit of a plus. I'm going to remake the plenum. I'm going to reduce the size of the holes. These are 20mm holes, same as the bench dog holes. I'm going to reduce the size of them but increase the number. You can feel the difference when you cover off the holes. You can actually feel the difference, the air going through the main holes. But really, they don't need to be big. They're only going to pick up the little bits of errant chip that gets bounced off of the saw blade as it's cutting, as it flicks its, the teeth through the material. So more holes of a smaller diameter probably would make more sense. So distribute the holes around that general area a little bit more. So yeah, all in all though, I'm a little bit more positive about the extraction, simply because you can feel the difference. Now, why the heck I'm not picking that, to put it this way, to me, to be able to feel a difference, there must be a significant improvement in the air volume or the velocity or the vacuum, the suction, whatever you want to, think of it as. There must be improvement. The fact that the downside is I'm not getting the full benefit of that machine because I've got this. The upside, if I want to put a positive spin on it, is I'm protecting that machine. I'm not collecting dust in the bag. It's going into the separator. How do you think it got its name? It's a 2-stage separator, dust collection. So it's separating the bulk of the material before it goes into the bag. It would be nice to have a look the performance of that right at the coal face, as it were, here. But, there's the compromise. I would love to have a finite figure, a definite figure, put against that the suction of the performance of the extractor itself and the separator. I would like to have that hard number to be able to say, oh, well, it reduces it by 25% or 30%. I've got a feeling it's reducing it a lot because, again, when the separator's not connected, you can really notice the difference in the airflow and the inflation of the top and lower bags. You cannot. It's demonstrably different. As soon as you hook it on, yeah, it's not as it would want to be. It's actually choking the dust extractor back quite a bit. You can, yeah. But I've got to put a positive spin on it, because how do you live with yourself if you're always bitching and moaning about the performance of things? I have a tendency to do that, but not in that negative, horrible way that some people get it, locked into. It's just that it's like, oh, bugger. It's not as good as I thought. How rude. But any improvements, should be appreciated, and, should be thankful for. This is a much, much nicer setup than I had 3 months ago. Whatever, pick a date. But everything's working well. Not ideal, but everything's working well. This MFT style of top, love it. And its flexibility, capability, really, really impressed with. There's just the added fences to it, the plenum chain. Okay, once I've added all these pieces, I'm reducing the cut depth, etc. for the saw. But hey, it's not a bad saw. It's a big one. So I shouldn't bitch and moan about this at all, should I? Yeah. I should stop while I'm ahead. But all said and done, I'm moving ahead, and I've got a few projects that I keep on relating to, but I've got a few projects that I want to get into. I've got a couple that I need to get completed. One of the ones I talked about already. I know, I've already mentioned it, but I've got a project in the storage area that needs to be finished. And to be fair, if I were to finish it and sell it, it would pay for these two things. So it's not insignificant dollar amount. Whether I can sell it for what I want is a question, but it needs to be finished, get it out of the storage, and then I can get these two in there, maybe even this one. And I did make mention of I'm going to have to find the video, but there is a suggestion that you can combine two dust extraction systems together. Don't know whether that's very wise, or whether one would dominate or destroy the other, but I've seen it done by someone that's quite well known on YouTube. I just can't remember who it was, but they actually combined two systems, and they put the voltage meters and all the rest of it on to make sure that one wasn't dominating and overpowering the other, and it seemed to have improved things. So rather than selling this, do I keep it, cobble it up together? Look, I don't know. I'm going to have to search for that video. It's a few years ago since I've seen it, but hey, if it can work, I can give it a crack. And if it, causes problems, well, there's no downside to just disconnecting it again. So, yeah, anyway, it's one of those things. It's a matter of watch this space, because if it does work, well, it'd be good for you, no doubt, to see it. And if it blows up in my face, not figuratively, not literally, but if it blows up in my face, it'll give you something to laugh at. Okay, that's it. Inside, have a cuppa, and hit the sack, get out here tomorrow and do some more work. Radio, see you in the next one now. Bye.